the one drinking beer. I'm drinking water.
2 touchdowns a game?
Yes, in the game.
You're tripping.
How you high? No,
Greatest wide receiver of all time.
I don't know what we're doing in that front office, man.
Twiddling our fucking dick.
Ryan, I just need you to drink this.
Wide receiver trivia. That's what she said.
Her.
The fuck?
Her upset.
Are those crutches?
You can see Ryan's crutches.
What is going on, folks? We are back. We are so back to recap these playoff games, folks. Packers-Bears just wrapped up. Sorry, I was getting the video worked out. Packers-Bears just wrapped up. Bears pull off an incredible comeback win. That shit was bananas. So Rams get the dub in dramatic fashion. Bears get the dub in dramatic fashion. And here we are. We're going to start off with the Green Bay and Packer game just because that just wrapped up. So I figured we'd start there. And then when we're done, we'll get to the earlier game. But yeah, the final score of this one was 31-27 Bears. And the Bears were down bad early. It was pretty ugly. It was, 21-3 at halftime?
Mm-hmm.
And it was looking like Green Bay was going to just run away with this thing. But people knew better, and the Bears, this is kind of what they do. Even Micah Parsons apparently knew better. But I guess the rest of the team didn't get the memo because they let Chicago back into the game, and slowly but surely, Chicago kind of took their time. It wasn't like they came out the gate swinging. They made their way back into this game. So, G-Money, I want to start with you because you mentioned this a second ago. You were not impressed by the play of either one of these quarterbacks, even with the play that Williams showed late in this comeback. So go ahead and elaborate on that.
Certainly. So we'll start with Caleb Williams first. He made some clutch throws, but at times he would overthrow his wide receivers and not overthrow them by a yard or two, but by 10 yards. I'm like, seriously overthrow them. Like he just didn't understand the distance he was throwing the ball. So how much he needed to put behind it when he threw it. It was like firing downfield and just overthrowing his wide receivers, which if he had actually hit them, the game wouldn't have been as close as it was. And it would definitely wouldn't have been 21-3 at halftime. So I can't be, I saw Caleb do this at USC. And yeah, he can he's good on the run when he scrambles and then finding the receiver. But if you keep him in the pocket and you pressure him, he will overthrow his wide receivers every damn time. So I'm not sold that Caleb Williams is going to be the greatest quarterback in Chicago history. I'm not even sold that he's going to be a top 3 quarterback in Chicago history. And they've had a lot of crappy quarterbacks. I think at times he played well enough to win. But other times he didn't. He just could not make the throws he needed to make all the time. And moving on to Jordan Love. Jordan Love's clock management, the last 2 drives were abysmal. When he got down there, you know what? You still have 2 timeouts. Your clock is running out. You don't realize it. I don't know. There's this big ass clock in the end of the end zone that's counting fucking down. Quickly take a glance up and say, oh shit, and call a timeout. Don't go from 3rd and freaking 10 to 3rd and 15. That's insane. Not in that weather. I mean, now you're asking your field goal kicker to kick in that swirling wind. Dude, you fucked your team over. And in the in the last drive, once again, clock management. Know how much time you have know what you're going to do
Mm-hmm.
when the play breaks down. This is not your first year. It's not your second year. You know, if you want to surpass Aaron, you need to play better than Aaron did in his prime. You need to be able to hit that pass when you have to hit it. You can't freaking drop the ball. You can't freaking let the time expire and then just heave a ball up there praying that someone's going to catch it. You know, that's insane. So I wasn't sold, though I will give Jordan Love some credit, and kind of talk to his receivers who didn't catch the ball when he threw it to them. Once again, we're paying you a shitload of money. Catch the ball when it's thrown to you. I mean, I get it if it's a really tough catch. Okay, you can't quite get it. It's in your fucking hands. Catch it. I don't give a damn if they're going to paralyze your ass. I don't care if you're leaving in a fucking stretcher and you're going to be a goddamn plegic. You make the goddamn catch. I'm paying you that money. You make the goddamn catch.
Damn.
Speaking of catches, I'm going to go to June on this one because there was a very pivotal play in the fourth quarter where Caleb Williams on a 4th and long just kind of chucked it up. I mean, it was a little more calculated than probably what it seemed, but to Rome Odunze to keep the drive alive, which was, I mean, it was just crazy. It looked like he was going to get sacked. Rome Odunze cuts back across from the opposite side of the field, keeps the drive alive, and then that resulted in the touchdown that led to the 2-point conversion, and it was like, all right, here we fucking go from that point. So I want to know, June, what did you think about just pretty much Caleb Williams from kind of that point forward? Because it just seemed like the whole team couldn't get out of their own way, especially him.
Yeah.
And he was clearly very frustrated, and I was like, oh, this is like they're going to just kind of spiral out of control. But he took that energy and redirected it. So what did you think about his performance?
Yeah, I think once that pass was caught, I think he knew that if he got the ball back again, he was going to win because they had that momentum, and he started trusting his receivers. Rome at that point had a decent game, but he had a couple of drops, and I think like G Money said, he was overthrown a couple of times. So there was a couple, and it looked like there was a couple of times where Caleb Williams was kind of like, "Hey, you're not in the right spot." If you guys noticed that, so he was kind of out of position a couple of times, and I think Caleb, when he went back over to the sideline after that one drive, I think he had a conversation with him. But after that drive, I believe, and after that catch and the touchdown, 2-point conversion, everything that came with it, I believe that we saw what we're going to see in the future with Caleb Williams, a guy who, when it comes down to it, along with we got a great coach like Ben Johnson, I believe we're going to see a guy who can make those type of plays, in the interim. And I like the way they called a lot of those plays, especially after that catch, because Ben Johnson seemed to say, you know what, we got to open everything up now. So it don't matter what happens from this point on. We have to go, and we're going to go down. We're going to go down fighting, and that's the thing I like. And you know what else Ben Johnson did to keep everything calm? He kept running the football. Every once in a while, he just handed off to Swift, or he'd throw a behind the line pass for his guys to get open, or he'll tell Caleb Williams, get outside. There's nothing there. Take off, and they did it. So he kept his focus on running the football, and that's the one thing that kept this team in the game. He did not panic when they got down 21-3.
Very true. Malin, something I want to ask you about. There was, in the fourth quarter, Al Michaels kept mentioning how he's never heard that stadium that loud in the 31 games that he's called there. And then eventually got to a point where the Packers were in the red zone. They were on the rope at this point, and they get a delay of game, which moved them back a little. And then McManus misses the damn kick, and it leaves that door wide open for the Bears to come through. I want to know, and G-Money kind of mentioned it, like Jordan Love's clock management, delay a game that they got, I think 2 of them down the stretch, if you count that one.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, how much when that kick was missed, did you feel like, okay, this is over? The Bears, they're taking this momentum and they're winning this damn thing.
I want you to imagine for a second, Jalen, that you're in a dark alley. Somebody grabs you from behind and bends you over a trash can, and then you just hear a belt unbuckle. How tight do you think your ass is gonna tighten up when you hear the buckle come undone? All right, that's about how I was feeling. And you know what? Like, I actually put a lot of that series when they got down there on Matt LaFleur and his play calling. You could have made them use all of their timeouts. That game would have been so much closer to a 2-minute warning with no timeouts. Even if you still miss the field goal, you're still not going to end up with a delay a game. Like, why they kept chucking the ball down the field? I mean, the weather wasn't great in Chicago, but you're right. Like, you missed that field goal. If you make that field goal, even if Chicago scores a touchdown, Green Bay would have been a field goal range. Again, it at the end of that there. So I mean, it was just once they got like inside the 20, I think it was, or like right at the 20-yard line, I just didn't understand the play calling. Like, I know that he got that Jacobs got stuffed and he only gained, I don't think he gained any yards on the first one. I would have run it 2 more times, make them use their last timeout, and then burn as much time off the clock as you can. It's probably going to be around like 2 minutes and 15 seconds with no timeouts. And you would have been like 5 yards closer for the field goal. So I don't know. But now, listen, now we get to hear more about, like this is like a 1986 stat line. Like, you threw for 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and you were 50% completion percentage. Like, what is this, 1998 again? Like, we can't get like, I'm supposed to believe. I don't know, man. I'm behind. I don't understand like how he can do great things on the field in a 60-minute game and then do positively dog shit things on the same field in the 60-minute ball game and just pull back. It makes no sense to me why he's not just one or the other. This is why people still believe that he's going to be a generational quarterback because of that 4th down throw.
Yeah.
And then they'll look at the stat line. They're like, oh shit, he completed only like 50% of his passes. Like, who does that in the NFL these days? Caleb Williams does. So I don't know. We got to hear that again. And now, when you're in the playoffs, the one thing you never want is, like, you don't want to have to go back and play your division rivals in the playoffs, even if you're playing them at home, because your home field advantage is lessened at that point because they're more used to that environment than another team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So knowing that we're probably going to have to face the Rams, I do think that if the Eagles win, or even if the Eagles don't win, I mean, we're going to have some great divisional games in the NFC, guys. Like, we're going to have Seattle and either San Francisco or the Rams. So 2 heated rivals, and you're going to have Chicago and either Philly and San Francisco. Like, those are going to be 2 really good games.
Yeah.
But 2 times I got in the 4th quarter, I got given a little bit of hope that I wasn't going to have to face the Rams again, and then
in both quarters.
2 times, 2 times I had that hope, man. Kiss my ass.
I do want to give a shout out to what's his name? Oh, Colston Loveland. Man, he had a game. Good
God.
I was like, I mean, take everything out of consideration. Like, I wanted the Bears to win the game just because I didn't want him to do all of that and lose the dang game. Like, geez, 8 catches, 37 yards. Like, he had a game. So, I mean, he's already made it clear that he's one of their best weapons. Right now, he's looking like the best weapon. So whoever they play next, I would hope that they game plan for him, because the Packers had absolutely no game plan for him. They're like, who is this guy? Is this his first game here? Because I'm like, do they know that he's been a Bear this entire season?
Hot take. Matt LaFleur's ass. Get him out of there.
Well, the thing I thought, one of the things I saw Jalen was, and you know, I really saw that Matt LaFleur should have been running the ball in the second. You're up 21-3 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
At your most hated rival's game. Okay, why are you not? And Malin kind of touched on it. Why are you not just running the ball? You got two running backs. You got Josh Jacobs, who you got this guy who can do it. Why are you not coming out and just? I mean, did you? So that first drive, they had the ball first. They only took 56 seconds off the clock. 56 seconds. Al Michaels was like, and you heard him kind of pause when he said it. Oh, after 56 seconds, they give it the ball. He got to pause because he knew something was wrong. You got Josh Jacobs. What are you doing, Matt LaFleur? I understand your passing game is A1 sauce right now. It is working. But you're up 21-3. How about let's get them at least 3 minutes off the clock? Let's go with 3 minutes off the clock to start the game. That's what I've been in the thing I would have been preaching to my offensive line, to my offensive coaches. Hey, we need to take 3 minutes off this clock when we get out there. Even if we don't score, I want to see 3 minutes come off the clock. No, it was 56 seconds. That lost you the game. That 56 seconds pretty much lost you the damn game because you did not do anything with that time.
But the pass game wasn't really working in the third and the fourth quarter, man. I mean, like, I can shit all day long on Caleb Williams going for 50% of his passes because he does that on the regular, like clockwork. He's going to be 35% completion percentage in the first half. At the end of the second half, he's going to be at 50%. But Jordan Love was only 24-46. Like, he was 2 completions above, 50%. Like, he was, the clock kept stopping because they kept dropping balls.
Yep.
Or he kept missing people, or the pass rush really started getting to Jordan Love in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But they never adjusted. I mean, I will say this, Josh Jacobs did not have a good game. He averaged under 3 yards a carry. So he does have to be better, but you're thinking with Green Bay with the first half they had and the Bears' inability to do anything in the first half, that when you're up 15 points going into the fourth quarter, like, you should win that goddamn ball game.
Yep.
It was very Seahawks Rams-esque, where you just all of a sudden one team can't get anything right and the other thing bounces their way. And it just lets you know, Jalen, man, for the rest of the playoffs, man, if we're up 21-6 at halftime, like the Patriots Seahawks, man, don't count your chickens. Don't start cracking up pain, man, because
divisional rivals, it's like you're saying, it's like they know each other so well. I mean, this can happen between any two teams, but especially your rival. It's like they know you. They will track you down like that if you are not keeping your foot on the gas.
I mean, there's people in Green Bay right now taking their clothes off, shoving cheese up their ass, lighting themselves on fire, and running down.
No, and no, they're not. People, ladies and gentlemen out there, they're not. Nobody.
Somebody's doing it. Somebody's doing it.
Pretty sure that Trump is now deploying the National Guard to Wisconsin to prevent
be able to find
the abuse of cheese right now.
All right. Let's move on to the first game here between the Rams and the Panthers. I really thought the Panthers had this one. It
Oh, gosh.
seemed like it coming down the stretch there. I was like, everything is going Carolina's way, and it seemed like, man, this is just like the first game, or the regular
Right.
season game. But damn, it was one of those games where I don't really know where the blame lies on Carolina's side, because I feel like they played as well as they could. Like, the defense played out of their minds. Bryce Young played the best game I've ever seen him play. And I thought the Carolina offense was really, really balanced. It was like super even between the running game, passing, and it kept LA's defense super honest. And because of that, they were able to score over 30 points again on the same team, which was very odd. But yeah, in the end, Matt Stafford makes a hell of a throw to Parkinson, and kind of that was that.
That was a great throw.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. So G-Money, we'll start with you. What did you think was the biggest reason that LA was still, even through the hell that they took, was still able to come out with the win here?
Two reasons. One, they have too many weapons on offense for Carolina to basically contain. And Matthew Stafford. It's not like he hasn't been here before. And yeah, I think his ability to move the team down the field when he had to do it, as opposed to Bryce Young, who's first time in the playoffs. And you saw that in the first series, and you saw that at different times throughout the game where he had issues moving the ball or reading the defenses. Matthew Stafford didn't have that problem, even though Carolina's defense was playing exceptionally well. And my God, you've got Nakua, you've got Adams, you've got Parkinson's, you've got Kyrie Williams, you've got Higbee, who everybody forgot that was even on the team. I mean, when you have an abundance of offensive weapons, it's really hard to, key on who you want to shut down. Do you take Devontae Adams away from them, even though he's coming back off of injury? Do you try and take Nakua away and then deal with Devontae one-on-one? Maybe we double team both Nakua and Adams, and then, oh, wait a minute, they've got tight ends and they use them. I will say what it came down to, basically, the experience of Matthew Stafford and the experience of the coaching staff of the Rams. They've been there. They've done it. They don't get flustered. They don't mismanage the clock. They know what they're going to do. If they're behind, okay, fine. We've been behind. We're not going to let what happened in the regular season, the last 3 games we played, affect how we play this game. And I give all credit to Carolina. They played their hearts out. They really did. And they played well. And you did. You kind of thought they might pull it out, and you kind of, probably deep inside, I know I did, not wanting to see the Rams advance. Want to see them pull it out. I really did. Maybe pull out another 2010 miracle, right? But they were they were overmatched offensively, and they were overmatched defensively, really. I mean, I think Bryce Young hit 50. When we're talking about quarterbacks hitting just 50% of their passes, he just hit 52%. I think that was his final 52%, 264, 1-1. That's not going to get you where it needs to be. And rushing wise, what they get between Hubbard and Dowdle, I mean, he pretty much disappeared.
Yeah.
At 5 carries the whole game? I mean, I was expecting a few more carries from him. I really was. I thought maybe they'd split it, and Hubbard only had 13. So, you kind of look at it and you go, man, maybe they should have ran the ball more. But really, they did the best they could with what they had. And as much as I wanted them to win, and McMillan, that rookie, damn, he's good. And they've got some wide receivers. I mean, if Bryce Young can turn into that quarterback, the South better look out next year, because with Coker, McMillan, they need to draft someone else. I mean, I know Jay Horn Jr., I don't think he had a reception. I don't even know what his stats are on the year, but it seems to me their two main receivers are McMillan and Coker. They need to draft a third one.
They need to draft a true number one.
McMillan's a true number one. And I think Coker is like the number two. But if you double McMillan, that's why Coker was open a lot. Made more catches.
He's a number one on the Carolina Panthers.
Well, yeah. I mean, is he a number one on like the Rams? No. But he'd be a damn good number three.
He would be number two in Dallas behind Pickens.
No, we'll go sit down somewhere.
I want to ask you, because I mean, since there's a possibility, 50-50 shot that you could be playing the Rams since the next game. In the third quarter of this game, Stafford threw like right at the end of the quarter. He threw this interception, and that like kind of started to turn the tide a bit. And then right after like the last play of the quarter, the Panthers immediately capitalized on it, and they threw it was like a 52-yard reception to Coker, and that put them right into scoring position. When you see stuff like that, does it give you, I guess it's like, I mean, that happened and the Rams still won the game. So seeing stuff like that, does it give you more optimism going forward? Like, all right, if we do get the Rams again, our defense is obviously better than Carolina's, and we could capitalize in the same type of way. Or is it more like pessimistic, where it's like we could do that and still lose because they came back and still won the fucking game?
Well, it's not even this game, but going into the game that we played against them when we won, like, miraculously, right? Going into that game, the Rams seemed unbeatable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they had lost to the Carolina Panthers a little bit, but then they cranked up a couple more wins, and before that it was 6 straight wins, and they were clearly like the best team in the NFC West going into that Seahawks game. And then you drop a game to Atlanta, and you let a game be close late into the third quarter against the Cardinals. So like I would go into this game like I was going into that game thinking like, man, there's a good chance we lose this game because the Rams are just really fucking good. But now I would go into this game being like, no, they're not unbeatable. They have chinks in their armor. They have slowed down on their dominance in the way that they were dominating people. To give up 31 points to Carolina's offense, not good for the defense. Now, the one thing I will say, I don't like they held Chubbard and Dowdle to the rushing that they did, because Seattle's going to really need their run game. You want to just put the ball in Sam Darnold's hands the entire time. Seattle's going to need their run game if they're going to win, if they're going to beat the Rams. But the Rams offense looks gettable. You just got to get pressure on the quarterback. If we rattle Stafford, if we get pressure on him, if we keep the game close, you keep those fans in it, anything can happen. I mean, it's probably going to be like one of these two games that we just saw tonight. No one's blowing the other one out, I don't think. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to lose 5 pounds, but I'm going to drink 5 pounds of bourbon. I'm going to smoke 3 cigars. I'm going to be stressed out the entire time. Only because like the most stressed out I've ever been in my life watching a football game was 2013 San Francisco 49ers in Seattle NFC Championship game. Most stressed out I've been in my life. division rival, NFC Championship game. It wasn't even the year after when we ended up beating Green Bay when we were down like 16-0. Like even that mind, like the whole time I was like, man, we still got a chance, got a chance. But when you're facing a division rival in the playoffs, you're like, if it gets away from you a little too much, you feel like it can start snowballing on you. And so like I don't want to see a division rival. People like these fans that say to be the best, you got to beat the best. Shut up, bitch. No, you don't. Like there's a it for a reason.
It's like I don't
of teams that you can play for a reason. Like right now, Seattle and Denver are the number 1 seed in the NFC and the AFC. But there's a path for some of these teams in the playoffs to not have to play the number 1 seed if they get beat by somebody else. That doesn't mean that, like, are they supposed to throw that out like, well, guys, I mean, like, do we even play the Super Bowl because we didn't play the number 1 seed? Like, I don't, man. It feels cheap. No, fuck that. Like, I want to win the Super Bowl and be as least amount of stressed out as possible. Okay.
I feel
like if we win the Super Bowl, and if we win the Super Bowl, my beard is going to be completely white. There will be no more color in this bitch. Just because I feel like we're going to have to at least go through a division rival once. And if we have to do a division rival twice, we're going to have to either face the defending Super Bowl champions or some Bears team on, like, you guys have seen Cocaine Bear. That's what this fucking team is. Run around in the goddamn second half just doing crazy shit, and you're like, well, goddamn. So then even if you face the Bears in the NFC Championship game, you're like, no lead is safe with these fuckers. Yeah. So I mean,
I will say, though, that the Rams still have not fixed their special teams. That block punt that Carolina got was what, 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the fourth, and they scored on that.
Yeah.
So they haven't fixed it. It's still broken. So I know good and well, that the coaches were watching both games. Now they know. Like I said, it's like 99.99% certain you're going to be playing the Rams. So they're probably right now game planning the Rams.
Poor 49ers. He's not even giving them a chance. He got 1%. And you know what's so funny about?
It's like a 0.01%. It's a 0.01% chance.
Come on now.
June, anything can happen in an NFL football game. We saw that tonight, obviously.
We did.
The Eagles are a lot like the Seahawks. They just do it a little bit worse. Like, they're just not as efficient right now. I'm not saying they're bad. I do think they're a really good football team when they're hitting on all cylinders. Yeah. They seem to be clunking around, man. They got like a spark plug out or something.
Yeah.
So could San Francisco beat them? Honestly, if you had to ask me right now, do I want to play San Francisco or the Rams? I'm like, give me the Niners.
Exactly.
Give me the Niners.
That's what I'm saying. I believe
the Niners and the Rams.
One thing I saw tonight and you and G Money kind of hit on it with this game, with the Carolina game. For some reason, Rico Dowdle, when Chuba Hubbard was out, he carried this team. And for some reason, they just went away from Rico Dowdle. And it seemed, for me personally, it threw the chemistry off in a team. I saw this happen to my own team. I saw this happen to Dallas. And so when you change a dynamic in a game, and I forgot who the two I always forget the two announcers were in that game, but one of them said, they're featuring Chuba Hubbard. They're not featuring Rico Dowdle, but he's been the main ball carrier to get to this point. And I was like, oh my God, that reminds me of the whole Julius Jones and Marion Barber thing.
Oh yeah.
Because people don't realize this. When the Cowboys played the Giants that year and lost to the Giants, the Cowboys Julius Jones was a starter all year long, and it kept it kept the same chemistry. They got to the playoffs and they decided to change it up and give Marion Barbarian the start, and it threw off the chemistry. I saw that tonight a little bit too with Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle, because when you saw Rico Dowdle come in, he kind of was not interested. If you watched him run the ball, he didn't look interested. And I'm telling you, that threw off the chemistry with this team. And you have to be very careful with chemistry, especially when you go into the playoffs. You got to get to things that kept you, what had you win and had you get to the playoffs. You got to stay with that. Going back to Chuba Hubbard, because he makes the most money and he wants the ball, was probably not a good call at this juncture. It might be a good call for next year, but it wasn't a good call for, I think, the last couple of games of this season. And what I saw tonight, I think they could have beat the Rams if they would have ran the ball just a little bit more. Because Rico Dowdle with 5 carries, that wasn't enough. Just was not enough. He's a bruiser. That guy is a bruiser, and he can get you those tough. Hey, he is 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And guess what? That's all you need sometime. And they did not do that tonight. And that's one of the reasons why he lost this game.
I give you a hand, June.
What's that?
Because we in the playoffs, and you found some way to bring up the goddamn Cowboys.
You brought him up. First of all, you brought him up first. You brought it.
Bad.
Okay, Jalen, did he not bring him up first?
You went all the way back to Julius Jones and Marion Barber to talk about your own team.
I'm just gave an example. That's all I did. I'm just
random example.
But you see what I'm saying. But
and I do agree with what you're saying. I do think, and I think that's going to be key with Seattle. Like Seattle is going to have to keep running the ball, but I also think Seattle needs to play the hot hand. Whichever running back is getting the yards early, I don't give a shit who it is. Run that bastard. Don't do this flip-flopping series shit like we get into sometimes in a game where one's doing well and you throw the other one in for shits and giggles. If one is getting better production than the other, then stick with the other one until that hand dries up. And
that's
then
true.
go back to the other one.
That's true. I agree with that.
So we had friend of the show, G Smooth, went to this game with his daughter, who's a big Panthers fan. And he was sending me some videos throughout the game. So I'm going to try and share my screen. We'll see how this goes. I just have two quick videos to show here. Let's see. Can I share just this? Okay, so you guys can see this, right?
I guess I need to hit watch stream. Okay, there we go.
I believe this is the when Bryce Young scored.
They saying 6'7"? What the fuck?
They are.
He's so tiny.
Yeah.
He's so little.
Well, he's damn near on top of the roof, man. Of course he's going to be. Oh, he's all the way back.
Yeah, they were back.
My dad's there. My dad's there somewhere.
You can't get no higher than that unless you climb the light pole.
My dad's at the game. I don't know where he is, but he's somewhere at the game.
Looks little.
He wouldn't answer the phone when I called him.
One more here. Let me close that.
That just sucks that happens and then they lose the game, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you see what's his name was there? What's the quarterback? Cam. You see Cam there?
Oh, he was there.
I'll pay attention to Cam. He's trying so hard to stay relevant.
Poor Cam. He just trying to do his thing, man. That sounds like my dad. But my dad is somewhere at the game too, so. I think my dad's in the
So
north
much
end zone.
excitement.
I think he's over there. Yeah, that sucks. That's crazy. I gotta call my dad and ask him where he was sitting at. I get him to send me his ticket.
They had one fucking job.
Shame.
Poor Panthers. They had their chance.
They
had their chances. Because let me tell you, I was like, when it was up 14-0, I was like, oh, I get to come on tonight and me and Jalen get to brag about we were right. We were like, yeah, we were right. Well, I mean, we was right about who was going to win, but we was definitely not right about the point spread. Holy crap.
How do you think I was feeling when it was 21-3?
You know what we need to do? We need a wellness check on Monty. Because we may not.
We need that. That poor girl. Oh my God, she's sucking wind right now.
Jalen, if I was right on every other game, and this is the one I lost, I'm gonna be so pissed. 6-game parlay, $10 bet, all my ride or die picks. $10 bet, $474.80 or something like that.
Oh
and
gosh!
I thought I was going into Sunday just in the clear. So
Right.
like, we got chance. After day one, we got chance, and then no.
We're looking at Vegas money. It's like, no, sir, we are not.
Oh man. Well, anything else you guys want to mention before we get up out of here?
I can't wait till tomorrow's games. If this is a preview to what we're going to see tomorrow, holy crap.
We're in for a treat. Buffalo, Jacksonville, first game. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I love what we've seen so far, man, because in the college football playoff, we saw Miami pull out a stun against Ole Miss. And I get to see Oregon get mollywopped. I love seeing that. It's just awesome. Whenever I didn't even want any drama in that. I just wanted to get their ass beat, and they got their ass beat. And then we've had 2 really good games today. So yeah.
Speak to all my Oregon fans. How many natties you've won?
No natty. No natty for you.
No natty daddy.
No
By the way, we up in Husky Nation, we at least have one.
You have a half. You have a half.
All right.
No, we got one.
No, we got one. We should have We should have 2 because BYU sure as hell didn't deserve that natty.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. So be sure to come through and catch us recap some of tomorrow's games. Probably going to be as dramatic as these. I just hope that the night game is not dramatic at all and the Patriots are through to the next round. So
that's right.
With that being said, be sure to follow us on social media at AFR Sports. Be sure to follow June on TikTok. His is linked in the description below. And be sure to follow Monty. I'll throw her link in the description too. Go show her some love because she's gonna need it.
She needs it. Yeah.
Poor Monty.
Do a wellness check for Monty because I'm thinking right now she is probably chugging a bottle of Gordon vodka.
Damn, he said the Gordon.
We'll see you back tomorrow. Have a good Sunday and peace out.